a chivalrous, courteous, and honorable man. That is the definition of a gentleman. But what does a gentleman smell like? Today, I'm going to talk about 3 modernized interpretations of what Givenchy says the perfect scent for a gentleman is. I've got 3 fragrances here, and to my surprise, these fragrances smell absolutely amazing, and I'm excited to tell you about them. We're going to go straight into it. I'm talking about the Givenchy gentleman lineup here. We've got the original Eau de Toilette, we have the Eau de Parfum BOISE, and we have the Reserve PRIVEE. So I'd like to think about these fragrances here as like 3 rich twin brothers, right? So let's talk about it. So first we have the original Givenchy Eau de Toilette here. As you can see here, the juice is nice and clear. So this is leaning toward a very fresh scent. But let's see just what the notes are here. At the base, we have leather, black vanilla husk, patchouli, iris at the middle notes here, along with lavender and geranium. And at the top here, we have pear, cardamom, and pineapple. So it's fruity, it's fresh. It's got the iris here. Iris is a note that is taking over men's fragrances right now. And I'm so excited for that because the way these fragrances are blending iris and fruity and cognac notes is just amazing here. So we have this is going to be the youngest of the triplets here. Very outgoing, kind, and just all around a cutie pie. Then we have the Eau de Parfum BOISE. Now, this juice here is also clear, but it has sort of a light, very faint brown tint to it. At the base here, we have woody notes, along with sandalwood and patchouli. In the middle notes, we have iris, cocoa pod, and cedar. And at the top notes, we have black pepper, geranium, and coriander. What I like about this is that it almost has like an amber white feel to it. So you know how that amber musk oil smells? So while this does have that traditional Givenchy formula to it, there's this woodsy, like boozy, and very musky, ambery note in there that sets it apart from the original Eau de Toilette. And this is also, this is Eau de Parfum concentration. Now we have Gentleman Givenchy Reserve PRIVEE. This is going to be the eldest firstborn here. He's macho, he's the athlete of the 3 triplets, and this is the brother that all the others look up to. This one probably has to be my favorite out of the 3, although it's really kind of hard to pick one. It's in fact like I'd rather just collect them all. I have all 3 of these, and it's just too hard to pick one. This is a range of flankers that you just want to collect. They have differences to each and every one of them, and I'm telling you, once you get your nose and get your skin on these fragrances, it's just a really nice experience because they wear very, very nicely. This is the epitome of a handsome scent right here. The Gentleman Givenchy fragrances are handsome. The epitome of handsomeness. So at the base we have whiskey, woodsy notes, and amber. The middle notes are Irish and chestnut, and at the top notes we have bergamot. So this is a very simple, this lets you know that the juice here is focused on longevity, permeation, and sillage. As you can see here, that juice is a nice whiskey color here, and like I said before, it's very, very hard to pick one of these because they all have something to offer. This is a very fresh and fruity Gentleman Givenchy interpretation. Like, this is fresh, fruity, sporty, happy-go-lucky, fun, a little fast-paced, energetic, enthusiastic. You can't go wrong with this. You can wear this in the day. You can also wear this at night too if you're a type of person that doesn't really like really strong or very projecting scents. This would be great for that. Great for the gym, all of them things. The Eau de Parfum BOISE is very classy. the cocoa in here. It's the cocoa for me. That cocoa pod is along, it almost reminds me, and this is a compliment, it reminds me of the Dark Temptation Axe body spray. That's exactly what this one reminds me of, but on 100,000 million scale, like on a much more luxurious scale. That's what this reminds me of. And then we have the Bad Baby right here. This is with the middle note being iris. You really get iris as a centerpiece in this fragrance. And that's really what I'm falling in love with this season in my life, is fragrances that are marketed to men that have lots of iris. The whiskey and the iris, the woody notes and the chestnuts, along with the bergamot. The bergamot really sets it off and it makes it not so boring, because I feel like certain fragrances that we get that have that boozy note in it can just be a little bit off-putting. Like, we tend to love them at first, but then months or like maybe 12 months after they come out, it's like, oh, we don't want that anymore. It's not. And this, with that bergamot at the top, it just makes it like a very artisanal cocktail. Guys, I fell in love with these at first sniff. And this is not something that I'm just saying. I'm only always going to show you things that I love. I'm never really going to show, because obviously, like, the things that I'm showing you are things that I've spent my money on. So, you know, I'm going to show you what I love. And if I ever get something that I don't like, I'll probably just put it off. Because one thing about me that I've noticed is that I'll hate a fragrance at first. Like, sometimes there's been a couple times where I've actually hated a fragrance that I bought. So I'll just put it away. I'm telling you, like 6 months, maybe even 2 years, I'll come back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I fucking love this. I absolutely love this. Now, sometimes I try it again and I still hate it and I end up, you know, like selling it or something like that. But most of the time when I come back, it's a new love. I'm pretty sure this happens to some of you. Anyways, these three right here, Gentleman Givenchy, they are very, very amazing fragrances. These can be worn now, throughout summer, and into autumn, and straight into winter time. So you get a lot of wear from now until then. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Ciao.